Good
sir,
evening, everyone.
One minute. Do you want us to take a recording of your 8 minutes?
Sure.
You're doing that?
Aniket, then you're doing it, right?
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
He's doing it.
At least he has some report.
I'm giving the feedback, so I'm just making notes.
Oh, I think I missed to mention, I'm sorry, I'm very new to this. Aniket is the mentor of today's event and he'll be providing the feed forward for all the speakers.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. As I said, my name is Dr. Parthiban. Let me start with some personal story, childhood story. That's right. I grew up in a small village. Now there will be some 40, 50 houses, right? And there's no nearby town or city. We have to travel to nearby town by bus, right? So one day, I went with my father to the nearest town to buy something. My father, he was a farmer, agricultural. He's always, keep the wallet inside the shirt pocket for safety purpose. And every day, whenever he change the shirt, he will take out the wallet, put in the new shirt, and he will just, wear it, right? So while traveling on the bus to the next city, my father suddenly realized that he forgot the wallet at home. Right? So as a child, small child, maybe 8, 9 years old, I was little, having some fear, maybe some tense. I don't know what's going to happen. There's no money. Because the conductor is approaching us. Ticket. Right? I thought, okay, definitely the guy will ask us to get on from the bus, walk around, maybe some distance. I was little, tense and looking at my father. But he was very calm. The conductor approached him, asked for money for the ticket. He explained the situation. He said, hey, I forgot my wallet at home, but I'll get you the money when I get on the bus stop and give it to you. Okay? But the conductor just saw him and he never said anything. Give him a ticket and he went. We reached the city, the town, small town. My father immediately got on from the bus, go nearby some shopkeeper on the bus stop, borrow some money, given back to the conductor as committed. That age, I didn't know that. What happened? I never realized, the situation. I was just okay, fine. But later, when I look back, I learned something. There are 3 things: trust, confidence, and the commitment. Right? So now, earlier the trust happened between the people. Now it's enabled by technology. Right? Let's see how. Right? I have a question for you all. Right? Can we do same situation now? We go take a bus without wallet, money. Can you travel? Yes or no? Yes? No? No? Who's saying yes? Nobody's saying yes? Huh? Yes?
UPI.
Yes. I can. I do often. Sometimes, go to take a bus without wallet or money. I use my UPI. I just scan the QR code, pay the money for the ticket, I travel. That's why I said it was enabled by technology. Right? So even I don't need money in my pocket also, in my bank also, so in bank. I ask my family to transfer the money, they're doing it within a minute. I get in my money in my bank account, I can pay for everything. Right? So that is the technology. That is we are living the digital era, the digital world. Right? Earlier, the trust happened between people. Now it is enabled by the technology. Right? So let's see now. Why you need this, this kind of, before seeing this slide, I have another question. Okay, the technology is boom up, it's, growing up, anything, but are we ready for that? Are we preparing for tomorrow life? That's the question. That is the question for this slide. Yeah? Why should we change ourselves? Right? So, because there are technologies evolving very quickly nowadays, and jobs and careers are changing every day and growing like anything. New industries emerging. Lifelong learning has become essential for now. So these are some few key necessity for us to prepare ourselves for the tomorrow, the digital world, right? So again, the question. Another thing is there are biggest some barrier, something stopping us. right? Even though technology is growing and everything is coming up, but people are not changing. Okay? If you go and ask someone, they said, there are somebody said, no, I have my own way to do. So if you ask someone else, we're going to, do such as, latest things. They said, I'm too old. I can't learn. Someone else said, no, this is not meant for me. Right? And somebody else will say, the very brave guys will say, let me wait and see. Right? These are the answers you'll get from the people. Right? But they're not really thinking about change their mindset. So before, technology is there from day one, but the mindset is not changing. So that we need to do that. So now, I prepared one other framework. It's called the Future Ready Mindset Framework. I named this ADAPT. So A for, you can say awareness, D for develop, and A for agility, P for purpose, and T for transform. So since you are working or you are living in the world, right, you keep watching what is happening outside, what is changing outside. The awareness should be there. Okay, so that is very, very important. Then we have to see what trends matter for me, right? And what should I learn and experience myself. These are some of the awareness things we have to do that. Then you develop yourself. You study, you learn, you experiment, and you grow. So that is some of the development things you have to do. And the third one is that agility, right? Because the things are changing very, very rapidly, and they're changing in maybe some. See, for example, jobs are changing like one to maybe A to Z. Different things that are popping up. You should be you should be flexible, right? You should be flexible. So you have to do everything, think about everything in an agile manner, right? Nothing straightforward, nothing is linear. Okay, you have to do that. So same thing for the purpose. So what impact do I want to create? What legacy do I want to leave? And finally, the transformation is happening. The transformation is happening in the industry. It's happening in the business. It's happening, in the customer expectation also, and the world also changing completely. Yeah. So that's the thing we need to go for it. Next one. Yeah. So the final one, the practical actions. What we have to think about it. See, at least you learn one new skill. Okay, new skill at least in a year. Right. That's one thing. Second thing is read something beyond your profession. Okay. See, for example, the doctors will look for a prescription. Right? Lawyer look for the case history. Right? Don't only look for your own profession. You go for beyond your profession. Something you read and engage the younger generations. That's very, very, very important. Nowadays, like people like me after retirement, or maybe old people, they have group. They'll sit in the park, sit in the some of the beach. They talk about the old story. Right? They talk about I was running, so I was carrying some 50 kg weight. I was running 50 kilometers. All this they talk about the old story. That's not needed. So be engaged with the youngsters, so you get energy, right? And you have got new things to learn, right? And embrace, love technology. Don't fear on it, yeah. And build a habit of continuous learning. So every day, every moment, every second, you have to learn it, yeah. I think this is the last slide. So thank you so much. The future belongs not to those who break change, but to those who prepare for it. Thank you so much.